Sp4zie commentary and plan.
Hello YouTube, Sp4zie coming right at you with another commentary. Today we're playing Yasuo in the jungle. Man, I've really been enjoying Yasuo. There's as it turns out, I really like him. I've been playing a bunch of him, and lately in the jungle, which is something that I didn't thought was as viable as maybe a mid lane Yasuo. But as it turns out, I actually find him even better there, because he has a lot of problems in lane. He's not that strong early, and sort of running him in the jungle allows him to farm up and perform nice ganks when he's 6, and actually get to that point with minimal risk, so to speak, without getting ganked and stuff like that. You might of course get counter jungle, but hey, let's dive into runes and masteries. You need attack speed marks on Yasuo, I feel like. I go for armor seals, of course. Mix magic resist glyphs for that extra bit of flavor. And lifesteal quints. I have tried some other quints. I mean, you could run move speed. You could run flat AD, a little bit of derp there with my E. No one saw it. But I really feel like lifesteal is the way to go. It gives you that extra bit of sustain, and it lets you farm up. Now generally, here I'm going to perform a little bit of a gank attempt on him. Generally though, if I don't have an easy gank lane, like for instance top is pushing out and I've got CC or stuff like that from the laner, generally I try to farm. I try to go for a zeal and my boots before I actually perform in a gank. So at that point I'm usually level 6 too, which is when the gank starts being really nasty. Macleod has had some DCs in mid. He's sort of fed the LeBlanc, so I take the blue as you saw there. Bottom is going to get ganked, and this LeBlanc is generally a problem in this game. She had a really good start, and LeBlanc is just one of those snowballing mids that really can be a real pain in the butt to lane against. I'm gonna come in here and flash on the Graves, use E, use Q, do some deeps. I should have gone for Blitz here, but I was afraid that if I don't go for LeBlanc, she'll just come in and kill me. She disengages, I see her on the ward, she starts recalling, so I start, you know, shredding this Vi with my Damasio. Red buff is proccing. I do have my Q up. I should have used dash on minions to get my shield up. I do pick up the kill, and I'm ready for LeBlanc. I'm hoping that I would be able to kill her, but I'm not. Got a cup of coffee, hope you guys have got a drink. This is an intense commentary, by the way. Macleod having a tough time in mid. So, we see Vi doing Drake alone. Kind of silly move. I just act like I have smite here, but I don't. No one knows. So I go for it. Ward's very risky place. Blitz comes in, use the wind wall to deny the hook and back out safely. But as it turns out, this game ends up really rough because of that fed mid LeBlanc, and I do a couple of really bad calls lately, which you will see, and hopefully you're gonna learn something from that. As LeBlanc's run bottom, I am here. I do know that Blitz has the knock up, so I tell him like knock her up straight away, go for it, and there it is. So we go for the burst, and she derps her mimic, I think, there, so it looks really weird. She jumps back in, so we pick up an easy kill, and then we go for a bit of extra deeps. A little bit of a late wind wall there, but it's okay. Macleod flashes, but Graves jukes. So that little fight there sort of fills us with hope, because I think, like, while LeBlanc is definitely one of the easiest champions to snowball once you get a good start, late game people tend to derp with her. I don't know, if you guys have been watching my stream, you know that I say this all the time. Almost every single game I get with a LeBlanc, it's like, well, late game we need one CC on her and she's pretty much dead. Even though LeBlanc is slippery, people just tend to derp, and people tend to be very late with their Zhonya's, and just, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. Zoning here to get the turret. Could have gone in if that binding would have hit, but yeah, we don't. We back off. We take the safe call. And top lane is also very rough. Renekton is extremely farmed versus that Malphite. We had a bad start there as well. So yeah, it's looking kind of grim, even though I've been able to pull some decent pressure off into the lanes. But yeah, mid and top has been losing very hard, and I haven't been able to help him. But in terms of like jungling Yasuo in general, he has decent clearance speed. But as soon as you get that static shiv, as you guys know, if you've seen my guide, there's an annotation on the bottom of the screen, you can check out the guide there. Static shiv is just an immense power spike on this guy, and it goes for jungling Yasuo as well. Here we go for engage some blitz, so we had blown a lot of important cooldowns, but we turn the fight kind of in our favor with a nice ult from Macleod. However, this Graves is going ham-tastic, and Slaying has no way of winning that, so it's gonna turn out quite bad, and Graves actually gonna solo Dragon off of that, so really bad for us. But yeah, power spike on Shiv. As soon as you get that Shiv, you're gonna storm through the jungle, and you're gonna have a breeze getting to that late game, and getting that farm that you need. Here I'm a little bit cautious. I know that Blitz wants to hook me in, and if he does, I'm dead. So I'm going to use Wind Wall just to make sure. That probably wouldn't have hit, but then I think I derp pretty big here. Push it out, try to look for the knockup, but I can't go in on Blitz. I need to go for LeBlanc. We need CC on her. And then I walk in because I want to pop the ward down, and then I just don't realize that, oh shit, I am completely caught. So there's no excuse for that. If you don't have your wall up and you don't have flash or minions around you, you're pretty much doomed if someone puts CC onto you. And that's when I should have gone in, when Malphite ulted. Meanwhile, as you can see in this fight, LeBlanc is just 3 deeps in. And that turns out really bad for us, so kind of depressing at this point, but we try to keep our head in the game. They're pushing out the mid now, as they should. I'm taking a sip of the coffee. And I'm really eager to go back in there. I know I have a lot of mobility with the minion waves that are about to come in, and we have Blitz. I mean, I'm looking for the hook. I shield his hook, but we miss our hook. So hook city, and then I, again, don't know what I'm doing here. I don't have CC with me, so I can't land my ultimate because I don't have any Q stacks either. And I like that I did this for the purpose of the video, because it shows the sort of weaknesses of Yasuo, because he's really strong. He's a potent champion indeed. But if you don't have the Q stacks or CC around you, you can just go in and die and be really useless. Here we get the pull. I act accordingly. That is actually an airborne situation there, so I could ult off of that. And then I interrupt her Q there, which is kind of nice. It's Q, right? I think it is. But then I'm a stupid idiot again. I have my cooldown, W is on cooldown, and I walk in to sort of CS on LeBlanc, just not respecting her damage, so I die again. So yeah, Yasuo is all about minding your position, knowing when you can go in, and stuff like that. Let's touch on the build briefly. I never upgrade my machete. I just pick it as first item with some pots for that extra clear. And then I just go for that's a nice turn right there. Nice Ash Arrow followed up after the Blitz kill. So we get a double kill, and we're able to push up mid. I go for Shiv IE straight away, and then usually a defensive item after that, such as Guardian Angel, Randuin Somin. That's not Rabadons, it's Randuins. And they decide to fight us here, like 3v all, which is kind of weird. So we come out ahead. Really bad call from their part, which we're able to capitalize on. So we're going to push out this lane now as hard as we can. We need the objective. We need to catch up on gold. And here we're actually going to get pulled. Malphite takes a lot of damage. I want to stack up my Q, but I get pulled. I flash out, put up the wall, so Graves can't do damage. I have my knock up. I say turn. There it is. Ult, lockdown, and that's the ace. So there you see the strength of Yasuo, which is if you're able to utilize the wall efficiently, and you're able to use, oh my god, the ult whiff, too bad. If you're able to use your Q stacks, you can turn fights like a madman. It's really crazy. Here we're just saying, move out. We missed our Malphite ult, we didn't get LeBlanc, we need to get out of there. We're trying to get this Renekton, but he does a good job flashing out and actually just baiting us into LeBlanc damage. And I shouldn't have gone on her here. I mean, I should have known that she has a Sonya's finally. So it would have been worth it. Even if I got her and died, it wouldn't have been worth it, as they can now push out the mid inhib. And actually another turret. Blitz is gonna derp. He's gonna die, and LeBlanc's gonna get pulled. So we actually come out with some kills because they were greedy for that, for those Nexus turrets. They should have backed out. And off of that, we can actually do a Baron. So we're seizing every opportunity we can here. But yeah, with Baron now, we just need a good team fight. So we kind of surprised bottom here. We get the slow off Renekton. He's very, very beef, so we don't want to blow everything on her. Abe tries to go for the LeBlanc, which is the right call. I'm not going to use my ultimate, even though he's knocked up. I really need that for the fight. The arrow is not going to whiff. It's going to hit Graves, but the lockdown on LeBlanc is what's key here. I should have put up my wall right there, but I put it up in an awkward position. But we come out ahead in that fight just because we were able to pull off the combo and we were able to insta-give LeBlanc. I think she died at least. Even if she didn't die, she wasn't able to put any deeps, so it was great. We're doing a Drake, we come out, now we want to fight. We have all the cooldowns in the world, we have Baron, we just need to do it correctly. I'm just waiting for the Malphite ult, cutting out, there is the ult, I follow up, look at that stun lock, look at that deeps. LeBlanc's gonna use her Zhonya's, I'm just gonna chill and Q her as soon as she comes up, flash on the blitz, do some deeps, and the Q with Malphite there is gonna secure it. And that is actually gonna be game. I just wanted to throw up a quick Yasuo commentary. I think this game was rather interesting because it really showcases the strengths and weaknesses of Yasuo, and I hope you guys will dare to pick him up in the jungle because he is very, very fun jungler. I've had tons of fun playing him. Mastering this champion has been it's been great fun. I'm glad Riot released something that I really, really enjoyed. So if you like this commentary, guys, feel free to hit the like button. You can add it to your favorite and share it on Facebook at Twitter. If this is the first video of me you're watching, go and subscribe. There's tons of League of Legends content on my channel. And that's it. This has been Sp4zie. I hope you guys had a happy Christmas. And I'm out. Dudes!